This is a video for how to go about conducting a mail merge between Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Word. And I want you to notice as I start out the video, I kind of have this, small example of a roster, let's say of a team or an organization. Across the top, I've got my headers of, the name, team, level, year, and the date. And we're going to be doing a mail merge for a, certificate of merit in athletics. So let's just say that, I've got 100 student athletes on a team. Do I really want to write out every one of these and type all of these in? I don't want to do that 100 times. So if by chance you have a spreadsheet of your roster, you can, go in and copy and paste and kind of create something like this. And the team I'm going to put in is, I don't know, I'm just going to say this is going to be football. So instead of writing football out a bunch of times, let's say I have 100 of these, I'm just going to tap on the cell for football and hold down on the control key, and I'm going to click and hold down and drag, and then I'm going to let off. And you can see that football is kind of highlighted in green. And I'm going to come up next to football up here in function, and I'm going to go Control Shift Enter, and it's going to fill in football all the way through. We don't have to worry about changing that. And for level, we're going to say John is on varsity, Jane is on varsity, and we're going to say Jonathan is on junior varsity, and Jennifer is on junior varsity. So just place those in there, and we're going to say, in this case, the year is 2021. 2021. And depending on how you want the date, you can look at this certificate down here. It just says, FEB 21. If you wanted to do, the typical, 2/21/20, you can. But just to show you that when we go to place something like Feb 21, there's all these different formats that exist. And if you choose text, I can just type in Feb 21, and it's going to show up on there. Normally that would convert to, a hyphenated date, kind of something we're more typically used to seeing. And again, I'm just going to tap on February 21, hold down the control key, click, hold down, and drag. I'm going to come up next to February 21 to the right of the 21 over here, Control Shift Enter. It's going to fill in all those cells, and I'm going to hit Save. Now I'm going to go to Mail Merge here, and you're going to see up at the top where it says Mailings. And we want to go to Select Recipients, and it's going to say Use an Existing List. And I've gone into my documents, and I created a folder called Mail Merge. And I think it's a good idea to save both of these in the same spot. That's just me. I like housing my roster with the certificate in the same place. I think that causes, better cohesion in the program. So we're going to click on Roster, and we're going to say Open. And this is what we want, this sheet, and we're going to say OK. And I'm going to tap right here in the middle, and I'm going to go up to Insert Merge Field, and you're going to see everything that was across the top in our spreadsheet is a merge field. And I'm going to come into Certificate of Merit in Athletics, and I'm going to go to Name, and you're going to see hyphenated name. And, and I teach it at Lafayette High School, represented the school as a member of its, right here, I have varsity. Now I want to highlight this, and we want to put in level. So I'm going to go down to level. I'm going to hit space here, and I'm going to put in team. And up here, we had varsity. I kind of skipped over this. I want to go into mail merge. I'm going to go to level, hit space, mail merge again. I'm going to put in team. Now here it says 2020. We're going to highlight 2020. We're going to go to year. We're going to highlight 2020. I'm going to go to year. Down here again, we have 2020 down here. I'll do Feb 21 here in a second, just while we're doing the years. I'm going to go to year. Kind of pressed it down here towards the bottom. Maybe we could find a way to fix that. Here where it says Feb 21, we're going to go to date. Now, we might want to change, the font size of those a little bit to make them fit a little better. So I can bring that down to 24 and come down here and, let's bring that down to 24 as well. Kind of change these. Some things we might have to move around a little bit, however we want to move them. That's fine. So we have this placed. And you can see we have, level, team, season, year. I'm going to go back up to mailings. We've inserted all of our merge fields. We have everything set. Now we're going to go to preview results. And you can see John Doe, varsity football team during the season of, we had 2021, right in here, Feb 21. We're going to go next. Remember, Jane Doe was also on the varsity football team as well. Jonathan Doe was on junior varsity football. Switched to junior varsity football. Gave the name. Jennifer Doe was also on varsity football. We can go back, and change some things if we want to. Like I could say, actually Jennifer Doe was on the team back in 1999, and I'm just going to say save. And we can go back to the object here. We have Jennifer Doe, and I can go back and flip this around to where I can change the, edit the recipients list from the preview results. We can get out of preview results. Let's go back to preview results. And let's flip down to 4, and it changed to 1999 on us. So I can change anything back here and hit save. Just make sure you get out of that preview results, and it's going to pull for you. Now for her, the year was 1999. For that, let's just keep going back here, 2021 for everybody else. Whatever year it had next to her name, even though we did the pull down menu, it's going to reference that. There's other things you could do in Excel, which I won't get into, where you could do pull down menus for levels and teams and things. But, you could do this for all of these. And the thing I want to get across is that what if you had, 150 kids in your football program or your marching band program? This is something you can go in and do and set up. One thing you want to do, always try to make sure that you don't have, this massive, page break here. I'm going to hit delete a few times and get that just on one page. Always want to make sure that you only have everything on one page. So you can do this for a lot of different things: forms, documents, anything where you have a ton of information that you're trying to get and you don't want to type all that out. This can save you hours of time. So this has been a video on how to go about creating a mail merge in Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Word.